right, what's going on, everyone? So we got to go over Baby Doge. As you guys can see, we're at 2.72% for the last 24 hours. But let's just hop straight into it. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. But look at this, 2.72% in the last 24 hours. But if you look at CoinGecko, we can just say 4.2% in the last 24 hours, 3.5. Anyways, we're doing decent in the last 24 hours, right? We had a little bit of a pullback here in Baby Doge. We went all the way up here from 1550 all the way down here to about 1230. So we had a drop, but now we're kind of recovering. And that was actually shown by what was happening inside of Bitcoin. Bitcoin had a little bit of a pullback as well. But as you can see, Bitcoin is pumping a lot more than Baby Doge, as well as the whole overall market. It usually happens like that. The whole overall market usually does move faster than Baby Doge, because Baby Doge is a meme coin, and it's really based heavily on the community and also heavily on whether or not the developers post something that people like. Baby Doge has always moved like that. It's always been based on, whatever the developers do. But as of right now, we aren't really seeing much movement. So we just gotta wait until we get some good news. Bonk obviously is always going to be doing well, and Pepe is the one that always does well, and Dogecoin always does a little decent, little slow movements, kind of like Baby Doge. So yeah, Dogecoin and Baby Doge are kind of almost one and the same at this point. It should be, like the movements are always very small compared to the overall market. But yeah, 15 million in trading volume. So the trading volume is fairly low right now, and that could be a reason also why we're seeing slower movement. But it has been a slow, steady rise upwards since what we see over here inside of the beginning of April. So since the beginning of April, we've been moving up slowly but surely. We have went from 9Z 97 all the way up to where we are now. So we could say, hey, we're starting a new trend line. I could say that, but first I need confirmation with a third touch on the trend line. So this is only the second touch on the trend line. I need a confirmation on the third touch of that trend line, because you can see here is one. Then we had a double bottom here, and that's two. That's actually a pretty bullish sign when you see double bottoms. We actually had the same thing right back here, where we seen that we had a double bottom on Baby Doge as well. So you can see this was another double bottom where it actually started to go up and rise, and then had another bottom. So that was another thing that we'd seen, and we're probably gonna end up seeing the same thing again coming very soon. So I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. But yeah, like I said before, I need confirmation for this trend line, because as you can see here, we touched it not just once, not just twice, not just three times, four, five, but this was the sixth time, and then we finally broke down. So let's see if we can create a new trend line and how many times we touch that trend line. So this new trend line would be from there to there, and then you would just have to do some type of you know, just we would have to touch it a few times for it to be confirmed. But this isn't as good of a trend line, because then that's an even slower move upwards. So if this is confirmed as the new trend line, then we're going to see some slow movements. We could go up here to the resistance, break that resistance very briefly like before, break the 1400 resistance, or 1440 resistance like before, and then come back and kind of trickle through this trend line, try to break through all the way up here sometime later on inside the week or next week, try to break through 1581. And then if we can't do that, we obviously pull back. And then hopefully this can lead us to going higher to 1700 with Baby Doge. And if that doesn't happen, then we're definitely breaking down and going back down lower. And this is what people don't want to see, right? People do not want to see us breaking this. Hopefully, this right here is a start of a new trend line. So hopefully, we're able to actually see the benefits of that and rise upwards with the market. Because as you know, Bitcoin is already at 96.4K. That's kind of crazy, because Bitcoin has been printing out more gains than Baby Doge in the last year, and it's been like that for a little while. So Baby Doge is down 24.6% in the last year, whereas Bitcoin is up 66.9% in the last year. It's not supposed to be like that for altcoins. You're not supposed to see altcoins being outperformed by Bitcoin. People only go into altcoins so then they can outperform Bitcoin, right? It's not supposed to be the other way around. You can see Dogecoin is up 42% in the last year. So Bitcoin is still outperforming Doge, And then not only that, we got Sheep. Sheep hasn't been doing much. So Sheep is in the same boat as Baby Doge. Sheep is down 36.5% in the last year. So Sheep is not outperforming Doge whatsoever. And then we got Pepe here. Pepe has been doing decent, but still not outperforming Bitcoin, 43.1% in the last year. So this is just a confirmation that we have not had altcoin season yet. So we actually could see Baby Doge doing some huge moves when altcoin season comes because it hasn't done anything yet. And it's the same story with a lot of these meme coins. Bonk has been doing big numbers, but it does a big number and then it goes down immediately. Big numbers, down immediately. Bonk is the perfect trader's coin because it is very volatile, but it hasn't been doing much. It's just like Baby Doge in the last year, down 10.3% last year because all the gains that they always get, they always lose it almost immediately. So it happens a lot with Bonk as well. And yeah, Bitcoin's outperforming Bonk in the last year. There's a lot of other coins being outperformed by Bitcoin in the last year. Floki, down 40.9% in the last year here. So you can see Floki is also not beating Bitcoin in the last year. So most of these meme coins are not beating Bitcoin in the last year. And even when you look at some of the trading, like the DEX coins and the utility coins, like Jupiter in the last year, down 47.6%. So Bitcoin is really the one to be in for the last year. That's why you're seeing me I'm making like a lot more Bitcoin videos because Bitcoin is outperforming everything actually at this point, almost everything. Render down 36.6% in the last year. So yeah, Bitcoin has been outperforming a lot of different projects. Caspa down 11.3% in the last year. Now, one of them that I don't think it's outperforming is Ethereum. Ethereum Bitcoin. Oh yeah, actually it is 36.6% down in the last year. So yeah, Bitcoin has been outperforming everything within the last year. So if you guys are only inside of Baby Doge, you're really doing yourself a huge disservice. BNB up 9.6% in the last year, but yeah, you definitely want to be in other projects. And now Solana is not outperforming that. Oh wow, it is actually 22.9% in the last year. But if you look at it in a longer perspective, like obviously not. Yeah, in the last year, even Solana, that's actually crazy. I think Sui might have, yeah, Sui has it 234% in the last year for Sui. So yeah, Bitcoin, watch the videos that I'm making on Bitcoin because you don't just start hopping in Bitcoin because you're seeing that it's outperforming everything in the last year. Because I've been making these videos on Bitcoin talking about how we're gonna get this pullback in Bitcoin eventually. So if I just go watch the video I did on Bitcoin because that's it. Yeah, you don't want to just start jumping in right now. But yeah, Bitcoin on the next pullback, you definitely want to get in and look at the double bottom here, just like with Baby Doge. The double bottom right here is just like with Baby Doge. And also, we had a double bottom in the stock market around the same days as well. So that was a bullish sign for us, but we could be being hit by some resistance coming very soon. So you definitely want to be careful. Now, we've had burns in Baby Doge recently because people have been asking for burns, so they just now started to do some more burns, as you can see here. Um, they've taken some of the money out of the Unicrypt wallet. This is 74 billion Baby Doge, not much, but this right here is 370 trillion Baby Doge. So this is the big transaction, and that comes from this wallet. And this wallet they actually use for burns. So as you can see here, they're taking and doing a lot of burns here. I think this is one of the developer wallets. This is where the burns from all the likes on that one post are coming from. So this is 11.1 trillion Baby Doge that they burned from all the likes that they got on the post. They said every like is going to be like $1,000 or something, $1,000 burned or something like that. It was something crazy like that. But yeah, they did that, and then now they're also sending money to another wallet inside of this is I believe that's a developer wallet. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, don't mark my words on that because yeah, I'm not 100% sure if it's a developer wallet, but now that money is in this wallet. So, anyways, here's some weekly updates that we have. The Baby Doge, the DEX, the swap.babydoge.com. They're doing usability tests. So I think they're gonna start doing the updates on the website. Meme coin focused landing design on review, partnership talks ongoing with major aggregators and trading tools companies, and dev updates, liquidity pools, V4 page, swap improvements, charts, and settings modules. So they really do need to start adding more liquidity pools like for the core farms, because remember, that's something that I was complaining about a lot, saying like they really need to bring back the core farms. A lot of people were complaining about it and upset about it. One of the biggest supporters of the channel, shout out to Cliff, he used it a lot, and it was a good source of income from him as well. And I also used the farms a lot for the core farms, so that was really nice. So it's nice to come back here and see core farms, but we don't want to earn Wateen swap. Like I say this all the time. We need core farms where you can stake like BNB to Baby Doge and stuff like that, USDT to Baby Doge, but we need it to the point where we're earning Baby Doge, or we're earning BNB, we're earning Doge, we're earning USDT. We don't want to earn Wateen Swap, because I believe Wateen Swap is actually a dead coin at this point. If you actually look at it, it's gone. Like you really can't find it. It's gone. So yeah, there's no Wateen Swap. Like, you can't find it nowhere. It's gone. It's done with. The only liquidity you see for it is inside of Baby Doge, the Baby Doge pool that it has. So you don't see nothing for this. It's only on Baby Doge Swap where it has that liquidity pool. It's like $439. It's a dead project. So I really feel like we need to get rid of the Wateen Swap farm, right? And hopefully they listen to it. Hopefully someone gets this video to them or they watch it, because I really believe that Baby Doge Swap can be a great decentralized, a really great decentralized platform and a decentralized exchange where people can also use it as a good liquidity pool route, and also staking on here and using this for passive income. So yeah, I mean they could leave these on here and just start adding more core farms like the ones that we used to have. Like the ones that we used to have were like they were top notch. Okay, we had BNB to Baby Doge, earning Baby Doge. This was the one that I liked the most, that I used, and that everyone else liked the most, and everyone else used. And then we had other ones that had BNB Baby Doge. We had USDT to B Bitcoin, Binance Bitcoin. We had USDT to Baby Doge, earning Baby Doge. Another one that I actually liked was USDT to BUSD, because you have no risk in having that pair right there, because USDT is not going down because it's a stable coin, and BUSD is not going down because it's a stable coin. So that was actually one of the best ones on there that a lot of people missed out on, because you have two stable coins staking them together in a pool, in a liquidity pool. So your money is never going to go down. You don't suffer in permanent loss on that because it's not going up or down, but you're just earning passive income. So that was one of the good ones. The APR on that one was lower than the others, but it was still a good one. But yeah, they need to bring back these core farms. Please, they need to bring them back. Because if not, then yeah, if not, people aren't going to use it as much. So we don't really care for the other ones. There is a public one, but I don't like the public ones for certain reasons, because you can kind of look at it like stake Baby Doge, earn Baby Doge. All right, cool, that's good, and $26,000 staked. But why is the APR 0.001%? We need the core farms back, because that wouldn't happen with a core farm. That would not happen with a core farm. More people would put in on it, and more people would be using Baby Doge swap, and the APR would be a lot higher than that. Like that's actually insanely low. Nice that they have the pair there, or not even the pair. Nice that they have the staking there, but it's an insanely low APR, right? Anyways, also the Paul's Baby Doge thing, they're doing a giveaway, Puppy Dot Fun thing. They're doing some updates with some AI stuff on there. Make Now meme. They're doing some integrations with Radium, which is a DEX on Solana, and then Gas Pump. They're doing something with Ton, because as you know, Baby Doge and Ton now doing a partnership. So yeah, shout out to the Baby Doge army out there, because we've been doing a lot. All right, we're doing a lot. Now moving on from all that, like I was mentioning before, we have the burns. This is the confirmation for the burns on BSC scan. So this is the burn confirmation, as you can see here. So you can go ahead and check that out if you want. and see that confirmation for the burn. I don't really know. Oh yeah, there it is, $14,000. Yeah, that was the 11 trillion that we seen earlier. And that is $14,000 that they burned. So they actually did it. They said, hey, one like equals $1 burned. They got 2.6K likes on this one, and they did some other posts, and I guess they added them all up, and it came out to $14,000. So that's pretty good. And they're going to be doing something inside of Dubai. Is like it's like a crypto convention, and it's hosted by L Bank 1001 Crypto Nights. That's what it's called. So yeah, they're doing something out there. They got their own table. Babydoge's Properties just did their soft launch. If you want to go check it out, I don't think I can get on the website right now. Oh yeah, sometimes it doesn't let me. I don't know why, but hey, it's letting me now. You can go ahead and buy properties on here in Dubai. And you can get a residence permit inside of Dubai if you spend a certain amount of money. I forgot what it is, but if you buy a condo or any property like for a certain amount of money, you can get good prices. So Dubai is one of those places where people think it's extremely expensive, which it is pretty expensive, but it's not extremely expensive. Especially if you're coming from the US or Canada or the UK or Australia, you're kind of used to these prices, especially in a big city like in Miami. Like this is the average price that you would see for a condo of this size, of like a one bedroom condo of this size or something like that, right? This is the average price for something like that. So it's actually not that bad, and not that bad when you're looking at it from a perspective of Dubai. So that's just something to keep in mind. It's there's a bunch of these different options here. The price goes up the higher you go up on the floors. So there's that. Some of the prices on the higher floors are less. But yeah, you can go ahead and check that out if you want. And they got their floor plans. So actually, I think this website is actually designed pretty well. And I don't know about the whole buying with crypto, buying the property with crypto. You just have to make sure, like when you're doing this, like the paperwork is done properly inside of there, and that you're doing this also with a lawyer. You're not just sending your crypto off, like doing this with a lawyer, making sure that you're getting your residence visa as well as getting your residency, as well as buying the property at the same time. Like just making sure that everything is done right and you have the paperwork and that you can legally stay there for as long as you want. So make sure you're doing the right paperwork. But this is actually pretty cool. Um, I don't know exactly how it would all work, but yeah, this is it's definitely something I would do if I was a millionaire and I could just buy a property cash like that, right? Anyways, that is pretty much all I got for that. A lot of good stuff going on in Baby Doge. They've also been doing some promo. So Binance Smart Chain News just posted them. So I'm pretty sure they paid for some promo there, or maybe it was free promo. Whatever it is there. So yeah, that's definitely good. And yeah, this is pretty much all I got for you all today. They're going to be doing their new website soon, so I'll keep you updated on that. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Hit the like button and subscribe, all that good stuff. And as always, I'll be back with another video.